And along to that, to our right, he was with us just before the 5 hour. He's still here.
Wow, it chokes me up.
Danny Dyer.
Can't believe it.
What's it like when you hear that?
It's just like a nutty dream I had.
I bet you've had a few of those.
Honestly, I just can't believe what happened last night. It's so incredible. I'm so happy for all the West Ham family. I really am. We deserve this. We really do. We're proper, mate. We're a proper massive club now. I don't care what any of you two say. All right? We are champions of Europe. We've had a great season now. Think about it. Well, we have. What are we laughing at, Benny?
Who's had a better season, West Ham or Arsenal?
Why do you keep asking that?
Well, I'd say West Ham. I'd say West Ham. Yeah, we're in the Champions League. You're not going to win it, are you? Let's have it right.
I think we are.
Well, if you nick Rice off us. So if you nick a West Ham player, you can win it.
Won't be taken.
You won't. You won't win. You won't. But I would say, we've had a better. Of course we have. We won a cup. Is that not important? Or that trophy?
I'm going to sit back here because you...
No.
Because Benny always tells me that Arsenal have had a better season.
Arsenal have had a better season than West Ham. West Ham have had a more successful because they've lifted a trophy.
It's a shame that what you've become now, Arsenal. You're trying to get all excited over it and going, oh God, we got top four. You know, it all went really badly wrong, didn't it? Let's have it right.
Now, do you know what we
did? To
did?
be fair, I listened to talkSPORT, and you was never really committed to you. You know, you did hold back.
He did say that
and you was right too, unfortunately. But I would say, yeah, we have lifted a trophy. So you know, it's. I would say we've had a better season.
Have a listen to this, Dan. We touched on it ever so briefly in case you're joining us late. The West Ham owner David Sullivan, he spoke exclusively to Jim White this morning, following, of course, West Ham's European triumph last night. It was live on talkSPORT. He said it's time for the captain Declan Rice to leave the club.
We promised him he could go. He set his heart on going. You can't ask for a man who's committed more to us this season. And in due course, I think he has to go, and we have to get a replacement, you know, or several replacements. It's not something we want to happen. We offered him $200,000 a week 18 months ago. He turned it down. It's cost him £10 million to stay with West Ham for that period of time and lost wages. And he wants to go. And you can't keep a player who doesn't want to be there.
West Ham have had some unbelievable players.
Yeah.
Okay, where does he rank for not just his talent on the pitch, but everything he gives that club? How highly do you rate him as a West Ham player?
I really do rate him just as a human being as well. I just think that his journey with West Ham's been incredible. You can't replace him. This is why, you know, Declan Rice is who he is and why people are talking about him so much. He's such a rare player, what he does and his potential of what he can become. I really do like young Flynn Downs. I think Flynn Downs is... you know, he very rarely makes a mistake. He's very clever on the ball. I think he loves getting involved. He's a West Ham boy. I think he's got a big future at West Ham, and I think that it really does pain me to say it. You know, if he's going, Declan, then it will give Flynn Downs a chance because he's not really had a lot of chances this season, and so you know maybe this will be his calling. This will be the making of Flynn Downs. So, but we need to get proper dough.
Dan, do you feel like almost like a proud parent when you've obviously seen Declan Rice get into the team and then every single season? It's actually quite staggering how quickly he's gone up the ladder.
It's amazing, isn't it? I'm very emotional. So, you know, football brings out emotions in people, doesn't it? Really, especially men. We don't show emotion enough. Do you know what I mean? We shut down a bit. But football, you're allowed to sob your heart out in front of men. You're allowed to hold men. You're allowed to kiss them on the lips, right? In joy. And no one says a word. You know, you try doing that in everyday life. You know, it just doesn't work out.
You want a kiss now? Is that what you?
Well, I'd like to have a little lips up with you, but I think the microphone might get in the way. But I think I won't believe it until it actually happens. Anyway, you know. So you know, Sullivan's, you know, he does run the club and stuff, but. From what Declan said, let him enjoy his moment until he's gone. He's still a West Ham player and a West Ham legend in my eyes.
Listen, we'll come back to football in a moment because we are soccer head. I want to talk to you about how you're feeling, how you're trading. Of course, looking ahead to Sunday's game. Before that, I know you've grown a moustache for a part.
Yes,
I hear rumours, is it you are playing Cliff Thorburn, the 80s snooker player in a new... Why have you got the tash?
I've had Cliff Thorburn, actually. I've had Cannon and Ball. I've had
both of them.
Well, I think it was just Bowl. I've Chuckle Brother. I'm getting Ted Lasso, which is all right.
Yeah.
So the list goes on, but yes, I'm doing a Disney project. It's an amazing piece of work. It's called Rivals, a Jilly Cooper novel, and I'm finally a Disney star of 45 years of age, and I am playing a billionaire who. Basically takes on David Tennant's character. David Tennant's in it, Aidan Turner, Catherine Parkinson. Amazing, classy job for me. And I've had a bit. Well, you may laugh, but you know, I feel like I'm a versatile actor now because I've got a moustache. Am I Cockney in it? Yes. But I do walk around I feel like a proper actor because I have got a tash, and I think that's what proper actors do. You want to see me syrup? I mean, me syrup is. I mean, you've got a wonderful head of hair, as
Thank you.
know.
Thank you.
My syrup's like that. I mean, the fringe on me. What I'd give for a fringe now, man. So I got a bit of a mullet about me, but I put my wig on. I got my tash. I feel like a proper actor. I go, here we go. This got to work. So it's all set in the 80s. It's a beautiful piece of work, though. It's very lavish. And Jilly Cooper, obviously, is a real success, a brilliant author. So I think it's going to smash it, mate. Cool.
No, sorry, carry on.
No, I was going to say this might take me across the pond. Like in America, they might go, "Oh, who's this guy with a tash?" Never heard.
Do you
of
want
him.
them to
Never
say
heard
that?
of him. I want more of him on my telly.
Who did you look up to then? Obviously, you've become an actor. Who did you look up to? Who's your
Ray Winston?
Oh, wow,
Ray Winston is when I watched something and I went, "Oh, I can do that." He speaks like me, and he's sexy and he's charismatic and all them things. And I thought, funny enough, it was Minder, which is the show I watched, and he played a mechanic. And I thought, and I loved, films and stuff like that. But I never really felt I could do it until I watched Ray Winston on the screen, and I thought, wow. And then he's become a friend of mine. It's been quite tricky because he's my idol. It's been difficult to be his mate, because there's not many people that are sort of, go a bit digi around, and he's one of them. And I played his son in something as well, which is a beautiful moment for me. So yeah, we had a little text up yesterday because we're both, he's out of plaster, I'm out of custom house, and it's but he was my inspiration.
Do you like playing the hard man?
I don't think I do play the hard man. No, I think it's a myth. I think I walk like a duck. I get that, and I do swear a lot, and not today, obviously, but I think that the class thing comes into play, a bit of classism, right? And I think that you assume I'm an hard man. I've never claimed to be an hard man. I'm a very sensitive soul.
If you met up with Simon Jordan, would you be a hard man?
Well, it's interesting with Simon because a couple of people sent me this thing. He's dug me out. I don't know why. I don't know what's the matter with him.
What happened? Explain to everyone what happened.
Someone sent me this thing where he said I'm the worst footballer that's God ever put breath into or something. And then he went on to tell this story about how I played for his team once in Soccer 6. And I thought, well, I've never met you. So that's interesting. And then he went on to call me the poor man's Ray Winston, which I'll take. So I'm a bit confused with him, really, because he says some stuff I quite agree with, but I don't like snobs, and he's the worst kind of snob because he forgot where he came from. And on that note, I shall probably leave it there, because
I'm scared now.
Well, no. It's interesting. It's interesting. He had a little rant about me, and a few people.
Why is he picking on you?
I don't know, Donny. He's an angry man, isn't he? He's an angry man with long words.
He puts lemon juice in his hair. Did you know that?
Does he really?
Yeah. I haven't told you that.
Does he really?
Yeah. I haven't told you that. That's off the record, Dan.
Yeah, he loves a little hanky in his pocket. He's one of them nuts, isn't he? It's a shame, really, because I love the man. It's a shame that he's a very, very angry man.
Let's before we let you go, just a quick word about why we're here. So great. We had a training session earlier on. I'm stiffening up a bit now. How are you?
I'm always stiff.
Oh yeah.
I've always wanted to do this.
It's your first one, right?
This is my first one,
okay.
And I think UNICEF's such an amazing charity, and I think they raise incredible amounts of money, by the way. And I love football, as you do. And to pretend to be a footballer at Old Trafford in front of 70,000 people.
75
is it?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. I thought it was going to be a bit more intense. Actually, everyone's here. There's a lot of love here. Everyone's looking after each other. I'm sure that's going to change when the whistle goes. England have to win it this year. We can't go 5 years without winning this thing.
When was the last time they won? I can't.
I think Darren Bent played.
Did you score for us? So what? Don't fancy it this year, Downer.
He's got an ingrown toenail.
No, I can't make
ingrown toenail, Dan.
I sent him replacement.
Well, there's been talk of young Goldstein trying to get involved. I mean, what's happening?
I'm waiting for the call.
Harry said you're in.
Well, you're here though, Anne. I mean, who's going to call you? I mean, where's the boss here?
Well, Harry did say you can play.
I'm going to be honest. Harry's just gone to Chelmsford. He's just trying to get me to back one of his horses, which is incredible. He told me to put £1,000 on it each way. I thought, I'll see you later, Al. I'll see you later. I'd love to see you playing, mate. Wouldn't it be a beautiful thing, eh?
On my 30th birthday as well.
It'd be something amazing. So
on your what birthday?
It's his birthday, isn't it?
You don't need to name a number.
What is he, a bullseye? What are you, a bullseye?
You don't need to name any number.
Well, I'm 46 next month. I'm 46 next month.
Oh, yeah? You're not younger than me.
So you are a bullseye then?
It's irrelevant. Are you younger than me?
Listen.
If people saw us now, they'd think you're my dad.
You think? I think
Especially
age.
with
Listen,
that
age. I do not look my old man in 1983. No, I think age. You get wisdom. You know, we're wise people now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We've matured.
Yes.
We're good men. We're good husbands. We're good fathers.
Yes.
Okay, and that's all we strive to be.
Yeah, not like little whippersnappers like this.
Yeah, a little young gun, isn't he? Little young gun with
ingrown toenail.
With a Jekyll ankle. Jekyll and Hyde is snide, by the way, for all you middle class people that are listening.
Dan, I love you. You know that. Thank you so much for your time. Are you here tomorrow?
I'm here tomorrow. I'm going to jump on the coach to go to Manchester on Saturday, I believe I go. I'm going to watch the Champions League as a team.
Who do you want to win?
Manchester City.
We were getting along so well. Why?
What would you mean, why? Would you think I want Inter Milan to win?
No, but why would you want Man City to become bigger and better?
I know it upsets you, Ian, but, listen, I've got a bit of a pet hate about Cockney Reds, okay? And I do, but also, Dale, you're out of Ipswich, aren't you?
Nope.
So
I'm born and bred South London.
So why do you support a North London club?
Ian Wright is my hero, and he started at Palace. So he went to Palace, and then I went to Arsenal.
So you followed a man, not the club. Listen, listen. You support who you want to support. Let me just say something now. This is why I was important last night, West Ham winning, because it's in my DNA, it's in my blood. Every time I look around in that gaff, everyone speaks the same as me. We all know where the same kebab shops are. We all, our dads know each other. It's in your blood. That's why it feels so special. Now I know you're a Man United fan, but you'll never have that feeling because
I was born in Manchester.
You was born in Manchester. Right.
He was born in.
You was born in Manchester.
Well, Mile End, but
which is near Manchester. So look, I get it and understand it, and I think that it's tricky for Cockney.
Yeah, there is a reason why I do it.
Okay.
All right.
I think you should be a West Ham fan because you're out of Chingford, didn't you?
Well, no, originally Ilford.
That's
West Ham, isn't it?
Which is round the corner from me,
I know,
mate.
but
I used to go Ilford shopping.
Yeah, but my dad was involved with Manchester United,
Yeah,
and when I was a kid,
that.
I met some Matt Busby and Brian Robson and Oldman and Ray Wilkins.
I know. I get all that, but it's got to be in your DNA. If
Exactly.
the club chooses you.
It's in mine and Danny's DNA.
We're running out of time, but I never thought to say this. Dyer, do one.
Well, no, let's just say this in before I go.
Okay.
Because I know you don't really, but Manchester is blue now, and you've got to accept that.
Okay, definitely do one.
Even though you've never. Okay. But no,
I'm glad Declan Rice is leaving.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Yeah.
You're a superstar. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow
Lovely
as well.
to see you, mate.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.